Hello everyone, this is Favorite Uncle Bob back in that video, and today we're going to be looking at the Transformers T-Spark 40th Selection or 40th Anniversary Lio Convoy. So before we get started, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment down below which that video or what else you'd like to see in the video. And before we get onto this figure, I would like to talk about the gorgeous box that they did that looks very much so like the old Beast Wars second boxes that they used to do, you know, with the Cybertron, because these guys weren't called Maximals or Autobots or, you know, Predacons and Decepticons. They were called Cybertrons and Destrons. Little fun fact, so. But get this nice image of the figure. Bunch of Japanese writing that I cannot read. I'm sorry. But get this nicely done artwork on the back. Looks fantastic. Even up here, even though he's upside down. And yeah, definitely keeping this box. So I'm going to set that off to the side for now, so that way we can focus on Lio Convoy himself. And here we have him in his nicely done lion mode. Now, for some reason, he was delayed due to a factory error. And to my knowledge, no one knows what it is, other than Takara, obviously, but if I had to throw my hat in the ring, I'm assuming it's something to do with the new main section. I don't know. But other than that, you know, still, I'm very happy that they did delay it instead of shipping out a subpar product. So that way we could have this very nicely done figure. So let's take a quick look at the face sculpt. So get that very nice anime lion look from, you know, the show. Kind of wish the ears were painted, but a little bit of white won't hurt. So get this nicely done mane in gold. Looks really good. Now I have no fear of this being GPS, especially, you know, certain spots, especially those hinges and the tail, for example. I don't think that's going to be GPS. We haven't had a GPS prone figure for quite a while. So I'm hoping that we're over that hurdle and can now, you know, do this without fear. So, but anyways, you do get his nice painted claws. You know, whoever is manicure is a very good one, gotta say. But yeah, it looks really, really good. So, and of course, you know, with all Beast Formers, there is going to be some robot mode kibble, you know, poking out. That's just the nature of the beast. But done. So, but anyways, as far as articulation, the head itself does not move, but the mouth does open and close. I have to get a spudger because it is a little bit snug on my copy. But the mouth itself, I promise you, can open and close, which is painted. Get the nice pink inside the mouth with the off-white for the teeth. So, but the front legs, they move forward that far. They move back that far just due to the shaping of the new claws. You get bicep rotation, and that's pretty much it for the front. For the back legs, you can take a pee. So there's that. You get thigh rotation. You get backwards at the hip itself a little bit. But as far as the knee, before you start unthooping things, that is about as far back as you get. If you want to, go ahead and unthoop it. Since it is the robot mode joints, you get all sorts of movements. So there's that. Getting this back up, which can be a pain in the butt. You also get a ankle shin rotation along with ankle tilt. So, oh, and the tail can move up and down if that, you know, pleases you. So there's that. Now, for a real quick size comparison, here we have G2 Sideswipe, so you can see just how big this lion is, related to a car at least. So, there is that. And here we have him with Legacy Lio Convoy. And, you know, I gotta say, this is a vast improvement in every shape and form. So, but yeah, not too bad. Again, if they just painted the pupils on this, it would have taken it just a little bit further, in my opinion. So, get the full 360. Not too much has changed as far as like the molding itself, other than on the line mains, basically the head. So yeah. Now, as far as features for line mode, you can flip out these claws if you so choose, and he does come with some new molds. These are newly molded, and they can store in the line mode. You can either store them in the back section, or you can plug them in right up here and have Lio Missile. He comes with 2 of them. So he comes with those. Now, the instructions in the box, or sorry, just the box really, show that you can flip these out, and as I'm going to unplug it, but they say to flip these out, and these should sit all the way forward. But if you do that, you're going to start unplugging things, mainly either moving this off the friction joint or unplugging the hand itself, or the arm itself, right where it connects up in here. So I don't know. But yeah, that looks nice. Now, if you also wanted to get these unplugged, you can flip this piece forward to reveal some of those, but I do believe that is for robot mode. So yeah, overall, line mode looks fantastic, but let's get down to transformation. So first things first, you're going to come to this section right here and untab it and swing it back. Then just untab from the butt, flip in the tail, then just take the legs. You want to straighten them out and they will kind of thoop into place. Rotate at the ankle itself. Flip out this heel spur. I recommend having at that kind of angle, so that way when he sits flat, or whenever you go to set him down, these can sit flat, because these do go up more than the flat angle. So there we go. Do the same thing for this side. So unthoop that, unthoop this, rotate, flip this out, but not all the way. Then just bring forward the legs, rotate at the thigh 180, and get him set it down. Make sure that those heels are flat. Whoop, okay. He wants to do the limbo. And get him standing so we can raise the camera. So raise on up. Alrighty, so from here you want to just lift this section up so that way you can see what you're doing in here. Get this untabbed from right here as well. So get this untabbed. And then as you can see, this is hooked in. So you want to start on this side right here, undo that, and this probably won't come with it. Swing out the arm about 45 degrees, so swing this out. Then take the belly, swing this down, flip out the head, and make it sure it sits flat. Rotate it 180, flip it back up. Then you want to bring down this side, make sure that the arm is rotated 180 as well, and the armpit will tab in. Then just bring this section forward, bring this down, do the same thing for this side. And this side you actually do want to flip in first, then this side, and it will securely tab into place. To finish off the arms, you want to rotate it, flip out the hand, and what I do is I will rotate the foot 180 and flip it back, then just kind of bring this as far forward as possible. So do the same thing for this side. So flip the hand forward, rotate 180, flip this up, and then just kind of get it sitting on the back of the arm. And for the backpack, you also, it undid itself. You want to untab this section right here and flip it out all the way. Rotate this 90 degrees so that way this is on the right shoulder. Bring this down, flip that piece down. Do the same thing for this side. Then finally, just have this plugged onto the back. And there you go. There you have the T-Sparks 40th selection / 40th anniversary Lio Convoy in robot mode. Forgot his name there for a minute. So, and yeah, looks really good. If I had one complaint, I do think for this form, this is just a little bit too big, but I ain't gonna complain. This looks gorgeous. So, yeah, a little bit of cable hanging off, but again, nature of the beast. So, but let's take a quick look at that face sculpt. And that is a beautifully painted face. All of this is gorgeous paint. Get the nice metallic blue, some nice silvers, get the gold for the eyes. So yeah, they did a wonderful job. Get some more of the metallic blue, some more silvers. And if we open up his energy matrix area. You can see that they did paint that very nicely. So you even get some nice blue and gold for the crutch, some more of that blue and red for his legs. Overall, they did a really good job. So, I mean, it's the car. They threw the paint right at the guy. So, now as far as articulation, the head is on a ball joint, so you get a little bit of it up, you get some down, get a full 360, little bit of side to side. The arms can't really do a full 360 due to the shoulder pads, but they do move out of the way, so that is as far up as you're going to get. Get the shoulder pad out of the way. That is about as far back as you're going to get. They move out. Well, I'm going to give it all the way. You get bicep rotation. You get just over 90 degrees of elbow bend. Nothing at the wrist other than the downward movement. You do get a waist joint. Legs move forward that far, back that far, full splits, thigh rotation, single joint for the full 90, and the feet, they can't move up or down. The heel does move up and down to help support any posing, but you do get full-on ankle tilt, and technically you do get a rotation, but it is at an angle, so it's not going to be too much of a use for you. But again, I'm not a super dynamic poser, so yeah. Alrighty, so as far as features for robot mode, you can obviously just flip down these claws and have Lio Claw if you want to. You can have Lio Whip if you just flip out the tail. Let's see, what else? Well, if you want to, you can have these pieces flip down and then plug these sections on for the guns. Can also flip this over and get Lio Missile this way if you want to. Completely up to you. Or what you can do is you can untab these two side bits of the main, flip this section up, and you now have Lio Typhoon. And it does spin, which is very cool. So, but yeah. Alright, so to get it back up, you want to make sure that these pieces are on the bottom. So you just go ahead and rotate this, and it will tab into those tabs right there. So get that tabbed in, flip that up, and yeah, that is pretty much all the play features you get. I do kind of wish it came with more, like the two more, like legacy, but oh well. But anyways, for a real quick size comparison. Oh, and real quick before the size comparison, I did forget to show you where the guns can store if you don't want to use them. If you just lift them up, they did remold this a little bit. So as you can see, there is a port right at the edge of the gun. So you just plug in the back of the gun on this piece right here, and it'll plug in right there for a dead solid connection. And yeah, there we go. So now you have Lio Jetpack and away. So, but anyways, back to the size comparisons. And here we have G2 Sideswipe. So you can see that he is a bit much taller. Well, now he's shorter than him. Please stand up, man. Come on. There we go. And here we have him next to Legacy Lio Convoy. And as you can see that they, like again, Takara's just looks a lot better. You know, Hasbro, they tried. They really did. Now, if I had one, say, positive thing to say about this guy, is he did include both sets of stuff. I have these on those jetpacks, and plus these. I would have loved to see these included as well. That would have been nice, but yeah, I'm just happy, you know, Takara gave us this. Now, are they going to do this with Big Convoy too? Hey, hopefully they do, because yeah, they did a really good job. So yeah, overall, if you have the means to get this guy, get him. He is better than the Legacy version in just about every way, other than, you know, only including 2 of the guns instead of having 4. And again, I don't know if my Legacy Lio Convoy just has some weird QC, but this guy, when he tabs together, it's that perfect fit. Like the arms going into their homes right here, perfect fit. They don't want to fight you to stay tabbed in, unlike, you know, him. The specifically this panel right here, perfect fit. It isn't overly tight. So I don't know. Maybe this one just has better QC than the other one, or this one just has a little bit worse than the average T-Spark one. I don't know. But anyways, yeah, I hope they do this for Big Convoy too. And it'd be kind of cool if they did it with, and I don't know how they, you know, what they would change really, but with Optimus Primal too. Maybe? Oh, well. Maybe one day, but well. Anyways, I think that is about it, so don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more video reviews.